Ladies and gentlemen, we're almost out of time. A very sad, tragic day today. The passing of a modern-day hero, I would say, a leader of the conservative movement, brave warrior, and a friend of the David Horowitz Freedom Center, Andrew Breitbart. I want to leave with each of us perhaps saying a couple words about this person. We have a tremendous amount of love for him, and a very tragic day. Mark, you knew Andrew quite well. Do you want to say a couple words?
Yeah, I'd like to. I've been shocked and really disturbed all day long by it because his death was obviously so sudden and unexpected and shocking. He was a good friend of mine, and I'll tell you this. Last night I was on the phone with a good friend of mine. This was shortly after midnight. And we were talking about Breitbart, and we said, he's really a unique warrior for our side, and he's indispensable. He's one of a kind, and we really need him. And we didn't know at the time that we were talking, literally, probably at the time that we were speaking, he was passing away. So we have lost a really unique warrior for our side, and so I think now it's up to the right. I think our job is to all of us stand up and become Andrew.
I will say when leftists die, you never see any kind of shameless behavior on the right, but there were even some blogs today that were just atrocious in their disrespect.
Look, this is the nature of the people that we are up against.
Not even a moment of respect for a person that has passed.
And they're exposing their hatred.
Yeah.
They're exposing themselves, and that's a good thing.
And in many respects, it showed how he was how effective he was and how much he stood for truth.
He was very hated because he understood them, and he knew how to take the fight to them.
Susanna, word on Andrew Breitbart.
He was an amazing person who was not afraid to speak out and speak up and represent our side. There aren't too many people who are willing to take chances and take risks and speak his mind and speak his conviction. And he was a true hero for all of us.
Eric?
He had a lot of courage, creativity, and he had a lot of enemies. It's interesting that hours after he died, somebody from Slate tweeted, "The world would be better off without him." And that's just one of many examples coming from left-wing blogs and shows. Yeah. It's just inhumane the way they're dancing on his grave.
And I think that the left in general historically is dancing on graves in terms of its agenda, but wow, did it ever show its ugly face during the moment when I think a moment of silence could have been coming from all civilized people, right? Yeah. Andrew Breitbart, a friend of the David Horowitz Freedom Center, a great hero, and will be terribly missed, a tragic day.